Thank you for calling this particular call center over here. My name is John. How can I help you? Well, nice to tell you, Mr. or Mrs. whatever you are. It's 6:32 in the morning Pacific Standard Time. It's still August 4th, 2023. And as I said before, I am your call agent, John C. Weaver from Roseman, California, from the XYZ Corporation here, taking your call. What's going on? You have an HMO claim. Alrighty, let's see what's going on. Okay, do you have the verifiers here? I need this and this and this. Okay. So what's the sitch? You set the thing over how long ago? Ah, crap. We should have had a system already by now. You said about 40 days ago. You already called about 10 days ago and noticed it happened? Alright, let's take a look. Alrighty, yeah. System's dragging its ass again. What can we say? It's the network. Monster from hell. Alright, what do we got? Yeah, I usually get audited. They usually monitor like crazy. Big Brother does have ears. They're usually listening on us anyway. Trying to make sure we're doing our calls right. You kidding me? I'm a Nightmare on Elm Street. Well, I am a Nightmare on Elm Street. Let's see what the computer says. Don't crash on me, you nightmare from now. Yeah, well, I deal with a Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay, that's what I deal with here. Okay, so what are we looking for? Your claim was submitted on this particular patient over here on this particular date. Okay, let's see. Okay. I got to hear. Yeah, it's in its process, and I don't know how. I don't. You didn't get what? When? Oh shit. Yeah, I know you got your deadlines regarding the billing situation over here. I understand that. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, it's an HMO, it's the standard. What we're dealing with, just a doctor's visit? You kidding me? What happened? You got a procedure done? All right, let's see. Where was it done at? Done in office. Okay. Well, shit. This one should have been done by the medical group at this point over here. What the hell's wrong with these assholes? Well, hold on. Let me see what about the medical group. What's the medical group? Ah, crap. You got to be kidding me. Not these jokers again. Swear to God. No, if I could talk to the case manager, but that's the one that I would. No, because unfortunately, this particular group is what they call fully capitated. They haven't been on the job long, have you? Well, I'm sorry to bring that up. Okay. Capitation is when the medical group is getting enough funding from the health plans themselves to pay for both procedures done and professional services, and paying for facility charges because they got the funding for it to do so. You said this was done in office, and the clinic they got has an outpatient services over there, right? And the group he's already belonging is fully capitated, which means they're getting the buku bucks. So what the hell did they say? It's ours? They're saying it's case management over here in our company? You're kidding me. Of course, in one way, I'd like to say you shit me at this point over here, but you can't say that in the language here. You can't say that at a call center because you get monitored left and right on that. Oh, when they do the audits, they're a pain in the ass. They're at Blue Cross, I swear to God. There'd be a few of them that would talk to me about that one. Okay, so here we are, back in the scenario again. Okay, who's the medical group again? Okay, these guys are getting fully capitated. And you're telling us it's case management's responsibility? Where the hell was this done at? Okay, hang on a second. Let's take a look at the facility. They're contracted. Oh, well, they're contracted with our company. Yeah, that's for sure. And the services? Yeah, I see it. Both facility and professional services. Okay, so what do we got? A procedure here? Yeah, and that was also authorized. But it's done by them, not by us. That's an authorization from these guys. But they're saying it's ours? Oh, good lord. All right, hold on. Right now, it's not utilization management's territory at this point over here because we're dealing with a fully capitated facility here. And secondly, there's going to be the network responsibility to do this thing. We need a network specialist and a contract manager involved in the situation over here to tell these schmucks, get the damn claim paid for you guys. Yeah, here's the number, here's the name, here you go. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Next call. Thank you for calling this particular department of this particular company. This is John. How can I help you? Uh-huh. You again. What now? You got a whole slew of them, and you got to do it one at a time. You couldn't even get me any information here. Good Lord, don't you have these systems? Yeah, I know too. All right. Let's hope the damn system doesn't crash again. Yeah, it's been acting twitchy all day today. I mean, the network's been going up and down like crazy. We got two backup systems at this point over here we use constantly at this point, and they crash like crazy. I mean, we got a window, we got this type of program that we use, and we use this other type of program for it. And I don't tell them what the type of programs. But we did have systems working at the insurance company it worked. Let me back up on this one. I'm trying to recount and put into generic terms that people can try understanding what a call center went through a long time ago when I was working at Blue Cross California Care. And this is what I'd be doing all day. I'd verify the eligibility of the person. I'd verify if they are contracted within a medical group, what kind of services they actually had rendered, and if I'm doing the claims section over here, tear their history apart. If the services are rendered at a medical group receiving buku bucks, they will be considered fully capitated enough to pay for both doctor and other services rendered in network, meaning contracted. She worries me. My dog worries me. Anyway. And then if the provider isn't contracted, that's where we get into different stories altogether. Oh, good Lord. Now, what happens if we're dealing with a medical group that's not fully capitated? Just enough to pay for the doctor bills in network. In network means that they are contracted within a certain mile radius. And beyond that radius, well, network specialists would have to get into it. Contract managers have to get into it. And then finally, we get into it. Last line of defense at this point. Or actually the first line because we have to transfer to the other two schmucks. Let's see. What do we got? Non-particular. Let's see. Procedure done. Referred by the primary care physician to a facility that may or not be contracted with the medical group. The doctors may or may not be contracted with the health plans. I mean, these things get complicated, even for HMOs. If the medical group is not receiving enough money or enough capitation at this point over here for the health plan, they would only be paying for the professional services directly contracted with the medical group, as I said before. And let's say, for example, if they're trying to get a simple x-ray at a facility that's not contracted with anybody, then it gets complicated. But if they are contracted, they still pay the professional services, and the health plan would pay for the facility charges, depending upon if the medical group was actually doing the authorizations in the first place. Now, if we're talking PPO at this point over here, it gets even worse. I mean, HMOs are bad enough. I'd had to argue with the medical groups. I'd had to argue with the contract. No, not with the argument. That was not my job to argue with the network managers, but send a message over to them and then contract managers and utilization management. Oh, God, what a nightmare. For our authorizations and claim payments, we had to be the go-betweens. We had to be the ones before the provider and everyone else in the company. God, I hated that. A one-stop shop became a nightmare in Elm Street on some occasions. PPOs were even worse. God. Oh, the PPO and worse than that. Nothing could be worse than that. You would have a provider, a doctor, a facility, contracted with a health plan, in network. You would have doctors working at other facilities not contracted with the health plan. You've got members wondering what the hell to do at this point over here. And it got worse and worse when we had to verify their eligibility, verify they actually had a PPO policy, and then tear apart into the damn claim. God, Lord, no! Oh, 30 days into the damn thing, still hadn't keyed the process, or actually if it was, send the claim over to us, we'll send the hard copy over to get keyed and processed. Give us another ring about 30 days. The thing about dealing with billers, these guys are international. You got a whole bank of these assholes out there, either in the States or other countries, pretending that they're working for the United States companies or something like that. My God, unless when they had the verifiers, we could do it. It pissed me off every time when we did the eligibility verification that these guys are calling from different countries left and right. But they wouldn't be calling from the States. They would not be calling from the States. They'd be calling out of the country for the people in the States. Even though the person was right there in the office, they're using an out-of-country area to verify the person in the office. They couldn't just verify it with the damn card and give us a call. No, we got to use an outside entity. I swear to God, some of the doctors in the medical groups out there, I want to. Oh, I can't go any further on that one. It was just becoming too much of a nightmare back then. So between 99 and 2005, or actually 2006, it was just, that was getting harder and harder to deal with. The company I belonged with was Blue Cross California. It was called WellPoint. It used to be a nonprofit until the company got turned into a company called WellPoint. CEO at the time saw that this losing company was losing money and hemorrhaging left and right because they're nonprofit and not gathering enough funds, but they are paying them out. And they would spend lavishly on the people, on the employees, value the employees more, basically. They took that out. They took out the joy. They put it back in just work. For profit. We need to make money for our shareholders and for everybody. Work. Charge everyone else up, there goes the rates and everything else going to hell in a handbasket. Contracts are renegotiated. Nobody liked us. Well, we worked with it anyway. I had friends. I lost friends. One way or another. Couldn't deal with that company anyway. A lot of things happening. A lot of people got terminated, laid off. Corporate changes. Me, I had to go psycho, and it still laid me off. Anyway, I tried to be the one-call resolution because that's what they trained us into. One-call resolution. If you had a claims issue, Johnny on the spot. I had to dig into the damn thing. I got to check out with the billers. I got to check out with the doctors. I got to check out with the utilization management. I had to check out with the contract managers. You know what kind of a fucking nightmare that was concerning about a damn call center from hell trying to do this shit? I swear, what a nightmare in hell. But even when you wanted to curse and cuss and you really used saltier language, and I've been using it at this point over here, you had to hold it in until you're outside and then use the language because it wasn't exactly allowed inside except away from the damn call centers, away from the damn phones. About 4 or 5 times I had to replace my headset. Pounded on the damn thing on the desk too damn long. That was becoming more of a liability than I thought. I guess in the end, after all the damn corporate changes and the company buyouts left and right, and the company turning into some kind of into something else, it's like, okay, that's it. I can't deal with this anymore. My brain just went total wig out. During those days, I could try, hopefully, dealing with the calls, but it wasn't exactly the calls, even though they were part of the problem. But that's what I was there for, just deal with that shit. No, it was the corporate head games, things that they wanted done that I couldn't do, and I couldn't argue, but I argued anyway. What are you gonna do? Fire me? Fine. I'll go out there and get another job. I'll go to another care. I'll go to another health insurance company. I found that they blacklisted you one way or another. All the major players, I got interviewed. That was it. That was whatever kind of baggage I carried out of Blue Cross. They picked up on it. But I busted my ass for them. That was the only thing I could do. So yeah, I could tell them about customer calls and procedures like that, and we also had a non-disclaimer we had to fill out. We couldn't tell them about office procedures. We couldn't tell them about all the things we did in there. I could tell them horror stories. I could go blathering on about horror stories or trying to get generalizations of them, but until you survived a call center, oh, you have no idea what you're missing. You don't want to either. That's not during those days anyway. After that, shit, I don't know. I got burned out on them. Even though I got skills for them, I burned out on them. Yeah, I could try talking to stuff and try to be polite enough these days. Thank you for calling XYZ. This is John. How can I help you? They say I had a voice for it. Okay, fine. I had a voice for it. I also had teeth for it, too. But it gets to a person after a while. It stresses them out. There's only so much you could take during a day. There's only so much you could take during an hour or two. There are certain limits that a person can exceed without even realizing it. Even 3 calls can do something. Piss you off or leave you with a better mood. My last day, I was in the mood. That kind of mood. And I didn't care. I dreaded those last weeks of going to that company. No, actually, when they got bought out by Anthem back east, and they were making more changes to the company, we were losing perks, we were losing our incentives, we were losing the things that made our department run smoothly. Even morale sucked. We'd lost people. Transfers, programs canceled. Work, work, work. We had call inquiries up the yang yang we still had to clear out on our spare time. We were forced to work overtime if necessary. Probably not get paid for it either on the weekends. You had to come in your Saturdays. It would have been fine if I was still living in the San Fernando Valley, but after that, when I moved over to the Antelope Valley with my family, I said, there's no way I'm going to be doing this. Well, John, we need you to do. You paying for my gas? Well, no, then I can't do it. We need these things cleared out. I'll clear them out when I can. I'm on my over here and busting it over here. Well, that's not being helpful to the company. You're not paying for my gas. Now, how come you still wearing that vest? Nothing against the dress code about it either. They didn't like me wearing my vest. Black vest with NASA patches all over the damn thing. A few sci-fi stuff on it. Pins on it. Nothing that would say I'm going to be a badass. Maybe in the distance I may have looked like an enthusiast for aviation and space or science fiction. They didn't like it, and it wasn't professional enough. If it was supposed to be professional enough, how come they allowed us to wear polo shirts and dark pants? Not necessarily dress slacks and dress shoes, but we also had to wear dress dark enough shoes anyway. No white shoes. They had to wear a dress code over there. They want to make it casual and relaxed, but they wouldn't even allow a vest or a cap. Oh, I had an issue with that one. I had an issue over that one. I was getting sick and tired of what the company said I could do and couldn't do and all the changes that they wanted. Not to mention the calls I keep running into that I kept talking to the supervisors about goes in one ear out the other ear. As long as they were verifying stuff through the HIPAA situation, there was nothing they could do about it. And if we hung up, we were yelled at on that one, almost to the point where we're going to be getting terminated because we hung up on a customer. Despite the fact that they were, we could put them on hold. So we're still looking for the supervisor at this point over here. What do you mean you can't find your supervisor? Well, the supervisor's not on the floor. Don't you understand? I'm laughing at this one because it kind of reminds me of something. It kind of reminds me of the Karens out there. You kidding me? We ran into the Karens on the phone constantly. You kidding me about this one? Give me a break. Anyone's going to be bitching or griping that hardly and that bad. They're definitely Karens. Karen's at the call center. Karen's calling at the call center. Karen's being your supervisor. I gotta laugh at this damn shit. I mean, come on. When I was going through it, it wasn't as funny. But now as I look at it, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's... I go online on YouTube these days. And Facebook. And sometimes the algorithms are still got me locked into the Karens and stuff like that. Sometimes I can deal with it, and other times I can't. And when I look at them, like, you got to be freaking kidding me. They're belly aching about this situation over here. Well, I own this. Yeah, where's your owner's permit? Or better yet, Karens to put themselves on social media and end up getting destroyed by other people left and right. They're talking and screaming about this when they want to put it on there and they want to show something about they're mentally disturbed. But they're trying to make their point that they're not mentally disturbed. Everyone else is disturbed, but they're showing being disturbed anyway. And they scream and yell and bark at people left and right. I guess we had Karens all our lives and all our decades. We just never bothered to understand that one, did we? Yeah, wait till you work in a call center from hell. And then you get to deal with the... Start at the call center. Thank you for calling... Hello? Click. Sorry. Oh, I've had those calls. Sorry, I was having phone issues. My bell pulled the plug again. Computer had a glitch. I don't know what happened to the caller. Maybe they disconnected themselves. What do you mean there's somebody on the line right now? They're listening to me? And what would they want to say?